What's up? What's up? What's up? Back with a video. This is your boy Will. This is the King Channel TV. I really hope y'all having a very good Thursday evening. Let's talk about this. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Let's close this out. Yeah, Jimbo Fisher, um, Nick Saban calling basically Jimbo Fisher a cheater, accusing Jimbo Fisher of buying players. I remember that recruiting season. It was very hot at that time because Texas. Because at one point, I think we was the number one recruiting class at that point. I'm talking about the University of Georgia, and Texas A&M was like around about number 4, number 5, and then they grabbed 2 top recruits. I mean, including the number 1 player in the country in high school rankings. I'm sorry I didn't get that player's name, but if y'all want that player's name, y'all have to look it up. That would elevated Texas A&M to be the number 1 recruiting class in the country, and it been a huge rumor that Jimbo Fisher bought those players, but obviously no evidence haven't came out that Jimbo Fisher did that. So so a press conference happened. I guess it was today that Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher kind of went at it. So I'm about to play the press conference. This is fair use, fair use, fair use. This is for my purposes of my audience. I'm covering new current events involving news and sports. That's what the King Channel TV is all about. So let's get started.
Been able to create a better life for themselves because they've been able to get scholarships and participate in college athletics. That's what college athletics is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be something where people come and make money and you make a decision about where you go to school based on how much money.
First of all, Nick Saban should understand, because that's one thing about Nick Saban. He's totally old school. He from the old school branch. He think education comes first and everything. But in this new age of things, especially when social media is around, because social media is very big nowadays. It's the number one thing in every aspects of this world. The order for athletes to make their money, especially college football athletes, uh, I believe that they should make money off their names. I believe that they should make money off their names because their names are very huge amongst their base and amongst their respective conferences. So, for instance, the number 1 overall draft pick, Trayvon Walker, and shout out to Trayvon Walker, one of my UGA guys, of course. If his jersey sales is on the top of the roof, and he like like I was saying, if he like had a number 1 jersey sale, I think, in my opinion, he should get half of that money. But back in the day, those college football players didn't get none of the money, none of it whatsoever. All the money went through the booster clubs, the university, and the conference itself. I believe so. I believe that. So I think that players in general, from college football players, college basketball players, I think they should make. I'm glad they're making money off their name. I'm glad they're making money off their name because they deserve it. They worked hard in the off season through spring practice, summer training, summer camp trainings. Those are very hard. And then when it comes to the NFL, especially if they have a season ending injury that probably can result in their career, like for example, David Pollock. David Pollock had one big time injury, it cost his whole NFL career. And really, he really didn't. I don't know. He had no money on it. I don't want to say that. I gotta research that. But it really cost him a lot because he really didn't make no money off his name while he was playing at Georgia. So when he got hurt, the Cincinnati Bengals, he had to retire. I believe that some of these players. Hold on a second. I believe that some of these players in college football should make money off their names. That's what I believe. They deserve it, especially if they're the best player on their team, and especially if they win a regular season award like the Heisman Trophy or the Walter Camp or the Maxwell. They should that. They should. So let's continue. And fair use, fair use.
Make a decision based on where you have the best chance to develop as a person, as a student, and as a player, which is what we've always tried to major in. And we're going to continue to do that. Hopefully there's enough people out there that want to do it. But I know the consequence is going to be difficult for the people who are spending tons of money to get players. And you've read about them. You know who they are. I mean, we were second in recruiting last year. A&M was first. A&M bought every player on their team. Made a deal for name, image, and likeness. We didn't buy.
Now, my channel is all about showing y'all, telling y'all that research is key, and that you're innocent to proven guilty, and that's the main talking points I'm going to talk about on my thoughts with the self talk video that I'm gathering up all the stuff right now is in the works right now. It's coming soon right now. You're innocent till you proven guilty. And this man, Nick Saban, is accusing Texas A&M of buying up all their players that they got in this past recruiting season. And I don't blame Jimbo Fisher getting upset about this because how Nick Saban knows this? Do he have any evidence that he did that? If so, he need to bring it out. Hearsay evidence do not work, man. It do not work in this world. You're innocent till you're proven guilty in this world. And if you believe in hearsay evidence, quite frankly, I think you're wrong. I think you're very wrong. Let's continue.
One player. All right, but I don't know if we're going to be able to sustain that in the future because more and more people are doing it.
First of all, I'll say it's a shame that we have to do this. It's really despicable.
And I do not blame Jimbo Fisher, not one bit of that response. I don't blame him. Let's continue with Jimbo Fisher.
It's despicable that somebody can say things about somebody and an organ. More importantly, 17-year-old kids. We're taking shots at 17-year-old kids and their families. And they broke state laws. They're all money. We bought every player on this group. We never bought anybody. No rules were broken. Nothing was done wrong. It was all and the way we do things, the ethics in which we do things. And these families, it's despicable that a reputable head coach can come out and say this when he doesn't get his way or things don't go his way. The narcissist in him doesn't allow the.
Now, Nick Saban, he's right. Nick Saban, if something don't go Nick Saban's way, he do get upset. That's a fact. He do get upset. Nick Saban is basically like a spoiled child out there sometimes, but I respect him to the fullest as a football coach, as one of the greatest football mind in American sport, in football sports, in American football sports. I believe he's had a great mind, but in my opinion, I think Nick Saban is wrong about this. I surely think he's wrong about this. If he can find evidence that Jimbo Fisher bought those players, including the number one player in the country, if he bought those players, he should bring it out. He should bring it out. He should bring it out. So let's continue.
Those things that happen, it's ridiculous. But when he's not on top, and the parity in college football he's been talking about, go talk to coaches who coach for him. You'll find out all the parity. Go dig into wherever he's been. You can find out anything. And it's a shame. You got to sit here and defend 17-year-old kids and families in Texas A&M because we do things right. We're always going to do things right. But we're always going to be here. We're doing a heck of a job. These coaches have done a great job. Our players have done a great job. The whole organization of recruiting people. It's despicable that we got to sit here at this level of ball and say these things to defend the people of this organization, the kids, 17-year-old kids, and their families. It's amazing. Some people think they're God. Go dig into how God did his deal. You may find out about a guy that a lot of things you don't want to know. We built him up to be the czar of football. Go dig into his past, or anybody's ever coached with him. You can find out anything you want to find out.
Prices keep going up. Bad policies.
I'm sorry, people. Hold on a second.
And better ones.
Give me a second.
Let's end wasteful spending.
Yeah, that's something else that Nick Saban accused, especially one of his former assistants. You know, I thought he had the utmost respect for Jimbo Fisher. Because if those of you that don't know, if those of you who follow college football, Jimbo Fisher was under Nick Saban when they won the national championship back in 2004 when they beat Oklahoma. I mean, Jimbo Fisher is an excellent college football coach. Of course, he won a national championship at Florida State. I mean, it proves that to clear. But if Nick Saban can bring out clear-cut evidence, hold on a second, I'm going to bring up the title. To this. Now, if Nick Saban can prove that Jimbo Fisher did this, I mean, yeah, Jimbo Fisher is going to get a whole lot of trouble. Maybe going to cost him his job. But if he can't prove it, hearsay evidence do not work. If you got the proof, you got the papers, show it. Show it that this man did what he did. I don't believe in hearsay evidence on this channel. I don't believe it. Unless you can present it to me through paperwork, through audio, then I believe it. We have to stop believing in one side of the coin. We got to believe in both sides first. We got to say, okay, to this side, say, okay, to this side. And if each evidence sound more sense, and if that side can outdo that other side, then this side wins. And now let me take y'all to another section that Nick Saban accused Mr. Deion Sanders the same thing. I think that was on CBS Sports. Hold on. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. Nick Saban also accused Jackson State head coach Deion Sanders the same thing. He accused Deion Sanders of paying off Mr. Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter was the number one player in the country. and he signed with Jackson State. So basically, Nick Saban is bringing chaos into this whole thing. If you got proof that Deion Sanders did this, bring the proof. But I hate that Nick Saban is doing this because he accusing Deion Sanders, and everybody loved Deion Sanders. Everybody loved Deion Sanders. Nick Saban is looking real bad right now, to my opinion. He looking real bad, to my opinion. But let's read that what Nick Saban said about this. Said read about it in the paper. Jackson State paid a guy $1 million last year that was really good Division I player to come into the school and then brag about it. Nobody did nothing about it. Saban said, these guys at Miami that are going to play basketball for $400,000 is in the newspaper. The guy tells you how long he's doing it, but the NCAA can't enforce their rules because it's not against the law. And Deion Sanders responded this, you best believe I will address that lie Coach Saban told tomorrow. Sanders tweeted, I was awakened by my son that sent me the article stating that we paid Travis Hunter Jr. $1 million to play, and it showed that ad, go to the Tigers and we the people. Don't have to pay our people to play with our people. Nick Saban, you have no idea what you just did, bro. When you introduce chaos into a mix like this, all hell gonna break loose. Unless you can bring papers that Deion Sanders did this, why even say anything? Why even say anything? First of all, let me make this clear. I do not believe Nick Saban or believe Nick Saban. I believe in evidence, visual evidence, and audio evidence. That's what I believe. If Deion Sanders and Jimbo Fisher did this at their respective schools, then it need to be brought out. Nick Saban need to produce the proof. So we'll see. We're gonna see how this gonna turn out. I'm gonna continue this story with Nick Saban accusing Deion Sanders and Jimbo Fisher that they both pay off players to come join their schools. Huge accusation. Huge accusation. So I'm gonna continue this. I'm gonna continue this. I'm gonna continue this on the next couple of videos. Y'all, hopefully y'all stay tuned for this. First of all, I hope y'all like this video and hope y'all subscribe to my channel. Share it to your family and neighbors, because I love to get my subscribers up so I can keep on bringing y'all news, because I'm bringing y'all some very good news. But Nick Saban, I mean, he's gonna look very bad if he's wrong. So y'all like, share, subscribe to this video. This is your boy Will. This is the King Channel TV. I hope y'all have a great night. I will continue on this story on my next couple of videos. So y'all stay tuned. And I will say a whole lot more about this. The King will be back.